Alrighty guys, check this thing out.
What is up, Goon Squad? Welcome back to the channel. And yes, of course, we're still working on our 2016 Huracan because we are ready to get this thing on the road. So our main goal today is start paint prepping this quarter panel as well as swapping the internals of this burnt door right here. But before we do any of that, we're gonna go ahead and remove the quarter panel back off the car, reinstall our stock exhaust as well as reinstalling our radiator that's right here. So we're able to move the car in and out during our bodywork process. And if we have time, we're gonna go ahead and remove our passenger seat where that airbag deployed and hopefully swap that out.
So we got the stock exhaust on it, got the radiator back on.
Yep, we just poured the fluid in. Now we're gonna go ahead and crank it up, make sure all the fluid goes through and just top it off. We will be removing it once again after we get the quarter panel all painted and stuff. But for now, we wanna have everything ready so we can move this car out. So let's go ahead and start it and top off that fluid.
This is gonna be the first time ever hearing it with the stock exhaust, right?
Oh man, it's gonna be so quiet.
It's gonna be quiet, but I think it's gonna have a nice tone to it, so.
Let me grab the keys.
Go ahead, let her rip.
Got the keys. Let's go ahead and start this thing.
Is it even on?
I don't think I turned it on yet.
That sounds pretty good.
Oh yeah. Way better than super loud, no exhaust. Gonna let it warm up, check that fluid, and we'll give some revs.
Alright, so we just popped it off, and man, this thing is actually pretty dang quiet.
Oh yeah, sounds really good. The motor and everything just purrs, dude.
Hey.
Honestly, it sounds really good with that exhaust on there.
Runs like a dream. Go in there and is it warm? You think it's warm enough to give it some revs, or are we gonna let it warm up a little bit more?
I think it's warm enough. Let's go ahead and give it some revs.
Woo! Sounds pretty freaking good.
Put it in Corsa.
Yes, sir. Put it in Corsa. Oh yeah, the actuator's opened up. Yeah, I do like that. The Corsa mode opens up the actuators, I guess.
Oh yeah, it sounds really good with
It
this
does.
exhaust. I'm not gonna lie, that stock exhaust actually sounds
Not
really
bad at all.
Oh yeah. So we're probably gonna back the car off the lift so it's easier to take that door off. So let's go ahead and move it out the way and then we'll start on that door.
What is this thing, a hybrid?
That's what it sounds like.
The freaking hybrid.
Sounds like a dang hybrid right now. But then when you get on it,
Woo! I love it.
it sounds so good.
Needs a little bit more of a, I guess, tone to it, but we got that coming in here very soon.
So what we gotta do here is completely rip apart the inside of this door. It may not look like there's much in there, but there actually is a ton of broken glass inside there as well as some melted pieces and all that good stuff. So we're gonna have to rip all this stuff apart, actually take it off really carefully because some of the stuff is actually still good. That door panel during the fire actually saved like the speaker, the motors and all that good stuff. So we got a lot of good parts here. We're gonna save the ones that we need, but moving on to this door right here that was damaged on our Lamborghini Huracan. As you can see, we got a brand new door panel as well as a good glass. So we have everything we need to throw onto that door and make that door perfect. Then basically all we have left is to paint the outside of the door because actually we did do a cleanup on the inside of the door and the paint
Looks
came out
good.
really nice. It's just a little dirty right now, but it actually did not get burnt. So we're lucky there that we don't have to paint the inside of the door. So now let's start taking that door apart and make it look new again. Now I have to get some gloves for that, but there's some tint on it, so the tint is holding together most of the glass, so we'll be able to pull it out like that. So let me go ahead and throw some gloves on before I get all cut up. We just went ahead and took the door off because there was a bunch of glass just wedged up in the bottom over there. Shook it around a little bit a few times upside down and it broke all that glass loose. And we just want everything out as much as possible because when you start driving with that door panel all put together and you start hearing rattling, it's gonna suck. You're just gonna have to remove everything back off. So we're gonna try to remove all the glass, then we're gonna start flipping stuff from that door to this door.
All right, so we're trying to take this door panel apart. And we kind of did a little bit of investigating on the burnt car door panel, and I think we found out what we need to remove here. So hopefully we don't break anything and everything goes smoothly.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, man. This is very sketchy. There's supposed to be a bolt right behind there and a bolt in there.
Yeah.
The rest is clips and it pops off. But let's keep on moving and see what we find.
Just on some very tight clips.
3 here. Is there not one behind here?
No, not one behind.
I guess the spider one is the spider door. The drop top door is a little bit different.
Yeah, definitely a little bit different because the one on the other door, the bolt is right here, but there's just no way, there's nothing to take off right here. So here's our 3 right here, and I think that's it for the whole door panel. The rest is just clips that we gotta just really pull hard to pop them off.
That's the culprit right there. That was the hardest thing to do, right?
Oh yeah, it took probably like 30 minutes to try to get this little thing off because there's just no area, no little slot. Usually they'll make a little slot for plastic pieces that you shove in and pop off, but I guess they take it off with some sort of suction cup. So took a good bit to take this off with all the tools that you guys sent us, so we finally took it off. Now I'm thinking there's just one bolt, and then this thing should just pop straight off. So let's go ahead and take it off.
Alright, so we just removed this mirror right here, and the reason why we removed it is because during the painting process, you do not want that on the car.
Yeah, you want to paint it separate from the door, so.
And there is going to be a little bit of repair on there. Let's see it. Got a little bit of heat damage, I guess, from the fire.
Yeah, it like bubbled up the paint. You see that?
Yeah, it's pretty dang crazy, but hopefully we can sand it out. I think we will, no problem, and prep it for paint.
Now we're gonna go ahead and reinstall all the internals behind the door panel because we're not gonna put the door panel on just yet until after we're done painting because we gotta put the mirror on and all that good stuff. As well as the glass. We're gonna go ahead and throw the glass in so the window actually shuts so we can shut it while we're painting the car. So let's go ahead and keep on going and finish off with this door.
Lines up way better. Look at that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Beautifully lines up. We actually got it to seat properly.
I want to go ahead and close this window all the way. As you can see, we want it to go into here perfectly and then shut. We don't have this sill right here, so that's why it's not really pushing all the way up in there, but I just want to go ahead and shut the window completely, so let's go ahead and do that.
Hopefully it works from that side without having to put on this door panel, and a lot of times it'll be like that, but let's
give me the key.
Working nice and smooth. Other than
that other rubber seal, it's just making it rub up against stuff. But dude, now we can go ahead and close the window. That's the good thing about it. I love closing the window whenever we're painting the car just to keep extra any overspray coming inside the car. So we're probably gonna throw that door panel on, which it looks like we're gonna just have to do because the window won't run without it, or we can close it all the way, and then I think it still will function whenever you close the door. It should go up.
Yeah, just leave it closed, and I'm gonna remove this door panel and set it in a safe spot, and then
we should be good to go. Well, let's do that.
Does it function properly?
Oh yeah, it functions properly. See that?
There we go.
Now we're gonna move on to
prepping the quarter panel.
Prepping that quarter panel. So let's grab that quarter panel, set it on the stand. First of all, clean up all of our mess that we're using to take apart this stuff. man, we get into these big messes trying to take some of this stuff apart. So let's go ahead and clean all this up. Set that door aside because we're still gonna be using it for parts and stuff. We still need a few things on here so we can clean this whole area up. Then we're gonna set our quarter panel on, get our 600 grit sandpaper and wet sand that whole entire quarter panel. Going in for the drift.
Oh. Hey, we gotta have a little bit of fun. Look at it. Dang. Come bust the drift over here.
Alright, hold on. This thing got too much torque on it.
Man, I can't wait to drift ours. Look at it go. Oh. Fender bender right there. Now it's a salvage title. Look at it. Woo.
And we got our 370 finally done.
Finally got the 370 all finished up, but we appreciate you, whoever sent that. I forget the name, but definitely, you know, when we take a little break, we enjoy it. So now let's put that thing up and get to wet sanding.
So we almost sanded the whole entire quarter panel. They're still gonna need a little bit more touch-up areas. As you can see, we'll probably go over the whole thing one more time. But we did notice something while we were sanding right here. You really can't see it like with your own eyes until we started sanding, and we actually felt a little bump right here. It may not be very visible, but it's there. As you can see, it actually sanded through in that area. So we're probably gonna have to straighten it out a little bit, which I don't really want to, because with the hammer, it's gonna probably put some dings in it. We're gonna have to do some body filler right here and actually fix it, but no big deal, because I actually want this to be 100% perfect, especially on a Lamborghini. So we're gonna go ahead and get the body hammer, try to straighten this little bump out, and hopefully it doesn't take too much time. We can get a little bit of primer on it today and finish off the quarter panel.
Guys, so this little ring danger is repaired. All it needs is a little bit of primer, which we're gonna use this stuff in a can, right?
Yep.
Some high quality stuff.
Yeah, it's high quality. It's really quick, so you ain't gotta sit there mixing up a lot of stuff. Just spray this stuff a few times and you're good to go. All right, guys, so while that primer is drying, we're actually gonna go ahead and jump on this side skirt right here. It does need a little bit of body work, right? As you can see, it was really close to another fire damage Huracan. So we're gonna have to sand this down as smooth as possible. It's not missing any plastic. That's how it is. Honestly, on the other side, it just got so melted that it almost looks like it's missing a piece here.
Yeah, it looks like it's cut. Is that how it's supposed to be bent upwards like that also?
Yeah, underneath, I went and check on that one. It actually bends up like that. So we're gonna go ahead and sand all this down, hopefully straighten it out as best as possible. And that's about it. This is the main area right here, so not too much to do. We'll sand all this crap off too right here. As you can see, it did a little bit melt, flex, but not a big deal. We'll get this thing looking almost OEM.
You like it?
I love it.
I want some more of, no. Yeah, it turned out pretty dang good finally. Got it all straight. It was a tough one, but.
Yeah, it was a really tough one because if any of you guys that do body work and work with this kind of plastic, this ain't, basically it's not a plastic, it's almost like a carbon fiber.
Composite, a composite of some
Yeah, it's like
sort.
a fiberglass composite.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So it's kind of really difficult to work with. So it took a good bit of time out of our day. As you can see, it got real dark is because I was trying to get this perfect because this is the side of the car and you want it to look really good. So we're ready for some primer. Let's spray it in, throw our guide coat on both of the parts, and we should be good on body work.
There you have it, guys. Check out how smooth that turned out, man. Smooth right there.
Oh yeah, that took some time to get it that smooth, but we got it perfect. And we got this side perfect as well. They're both pretty dry, except for that's kind of a little bit wet. But we're gonna go ahead and spray some guide coat on this thing because you guys know we gotta guide this coat.
That's right, that way you don't over sand. That's exactly what that does. So actually a subscriber or a fan sent us that. We usually use, what do we usually use?
Just we find some kind of black paint and spray it over it, but I guess this is made perfectly for that, and you guys help a lot on our channel. Huge shout out to you guys for all the love, man. You guys just love helping us out. This is basically helping us out big time.
Yeah, big time.
So whoever sent this is helping us build this Lamborghini. So let's go ahead and spray some guide coat. That's all you need. Perfect.
Yep, you don't want to do tiger stripes. That's the old school stuff.
That's the stuff that you don't ever want to do.
I've seen that.
People just like do
thick
line.
tiger stripes or tic-tac-toes.
They just want to play games or something. You can't be doing that. You'll sit there, and what that does whenever if you throw a deep, thick line on there, what that does is create a very thick surface of black paint. And when you're sanding it, you're actually gonna sand down way too much primer than you actually need. Then you end up not getting the smoothest surface. So that's why they made this stuff, guide coat stuff. This sprays out very thin mist, and that's all you need. You don't need much. You just need a different coat.
An even coat.
Yeah, even different colored coat. So when you're sanding, you can see the high and low spots. You don't want to go too much. You just want to keep it nice and far away and just mist it just like that.
Perfect, man. Perfect example. But that's all we're gonna do for tonight. We're gonna catch you guys in the morning. Alrighty guys, next day here we got Thomas and the flops and we're ready to get back at it.
Let's do it, man. We got our quarter panel and our side skirt completely cured. That primer is nice and dry, everything's smooth. And what I really want to do is actually throw this side skirt on and probably the quarter panel as well, because I want to see how everything latches up, see if all the body lines line up, because after doing body work you want to make sure everything is good. And I honestly just want to see how the side skirt actually goes on this car, because we never had the side skirt on this car. It was completely destroyed when we got it. So let's back this car up. We may have to put a few brackets for it to clamp onto it and throw this side skirt on.
Alrighty guys, check that out. We got all the body panels on.
Oh dude, it looks really good. We got that little plastic piece on too. Everything is just thrown on there. It's not 100% aligned, as you know. We just want to see how it looks, how everything fits. And just as you can see, whenever this gets screwed on, look at the body line. It's gonna be perfect. So everything looks really good, dude. Check that out, dude. That looks way different with that side skirt on. It actually looks like the car is coming together more and more each and every time that we actually work on it. So that's insane, dude. The next step is basically sand that primer down, finish sanding that side skirt, throw some white paint on there, and then, dude,
then just start putting all the other pieces together, little bits and pieces. Now is the easy stuff, honestly.
Easy and hard stuff. Can't always say easy stuff because we run into stuff all the time.
Right, there's always a catch.
Oh yeah, but it's starting to look almost OEM right now, dude. I love it, dude. I love that side skirt, the way it looks, dude. It's like a big old scoop right here. We still got the vent to throw in there as well, but dude, that thing looks sick.
Alrighty guys, so that is gonna be a wrap for today's video. Be sure your notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. We are getting closer and closer every day, so be sure to stay tuned. Like and subscribe if you're brand new, and we got some awesome things coming your way here soon. Also guys, be on the lookout at goonsquad.com. We got some new merch coming here very soon, so you don't wanna miss it. And if you haven't, be sure to follow us on Instagram where you can get an inside scoop before YouTube. So with that being said, thank you guys for all the love and support. Be sure to stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.